Hello everyone, welcome to the IchimokuCharts.com daily analysis for the SP 500 for Friday, August the 6th, 2010. Well, a continuation of the trend to the downside, and yesterday we had a change of trend with a candle making a lower high and a lower low. Today we have a continuation of that trend with the candle making another lower high and lower low. Now, if we look at this candle, we have a very small body on this candle. It's almost a doji type candle, and that's where the open and the close are very close together. And that tells us that neither the bulls nor the bears made any significant net bearish nor bullish progress on the day between the open and the close. Very similar to the previous day. We have a very long shadow on the bottom of this candle, and that represents buying coming in. So the market opened up near the highs. The sellers pushed the market down towards the lows, found support at the Tenkan-sen, the green line, and then the buyers came in and pushed the market back up to the highs. So what happened during the day is that the sellers lost the commitment that they had earlier in the day, and the buyers came back and forced to close the market back up towards the highs. So this does raise some doubt about the continuation of the trend to the downside. It actually says something about the lack of strength of the bears in this market, although they did have the strength to push the market down below the previous low and quite significantly past the previous low. Now the close is below the previous close, so the sellers still are keen. They were able to close the market down below the previous close, so it's not all lost for the sellers. Interestingly, though, the market is finding resistance at the top of the cloud, and we can see here on for the past 3 days, the high of the market has touched the top of the clouds. This cloud is coming lower and lower with each successive days, and the market is finding that resistance there in those areas. So we're having trouble penetrating that area. If this trend is to change, then we do need to watch the high of the current candle, but also this area where the cloud is, and for the current day that could extend down to around 11:15. So we would like to see for the bulls a nice solid bullish close up above that area, and then the market may test the support region around the 11:33 to 11:30, 11:28 region. Now to the downside, if the trend does continue to the downside, and if it does, the market does take out this support at the Tenkan-sen, which is at 11:08, then we have another support area very close by, 11:06, and then certainly at 1100 where we have a round number and the market may find support, but certainly anywhere down through the cloud all the way down to roughly about 1070, which also coincides with the Kijun-sen. That's an area that can offer some fairly strong support as well. Now the market is still trading within the cloud, so the market has a neutral bias, and it's been trading within the cloud for a few weeks now, so we don't have any solid direction in a higher time frame to this market. In the lower time frames, however, the market is bullish. The market is trading up above the Tenkan-sen, which means it's bullish in the short-term time frame, and above the Kijun-sen, which means that it's bullish in the medium-term time frame. Now, interestingly, the Kijun-sen has been flat for a few days, and we've seen the price action starting to trade back towards it. So there is a possibility that the market may break the 1106 to 1100 region and test the Kijun-sen. There is a good possibility of that. Now, quite often when the Kijun-sen does turn flat, even though it does tend to attract price action, the price action doesn't always have to extend all the way down to the Kijun-sen. So we do need to be aware of that, and what we should be doing is reading the short-term dynamics in the market, what's happening with the bulls and the bears in that short-term time frame, as to whether the trend could change in the first time frame. So obviously for today, we need to watch the high of the current candle around roughly around 11:23, the top of the cloud around roughly around 11:14, 11:15, and then certainly the low of the current candle, which corresponds with this region roughly from 11:08 down to 1100.